dove ci siamo interrotti. La scorsa parliamo con il signor Haggard, dopo aver parlato con... anzi, abbiamo due scelte? Non ho capito com'è questa missione. Parla con Haggard, parla con Alan Shear. Ah, ok. Dipende, vabbè, dipende con chi parliamo. Allora, parliamo con Haggard, innanzitutto.
I couldn't make out half of what the king was saying, but it sounds like you've got your work cut out for you. Good thing you won't be facing it alone. In fact, I think I've got a lead on finding an old friend of ours. I wouldn't be so sure of that. You already died once.
Circostanze che non
I'm talking
conosco.
about old Fomerus Hughes. Who better to have on your side than the gnome
Perché è
who
ancora
brought you
vivo?
back to life? I've been asking around, and I was able to make contact with Hughes' superior. He thinks he might be able to help find him.
Bastardo.
No, he's a crafty one. If he got away from those assassins in the lab, like you said, I'm sure he found someplace new to hide out. And if anyone's likely to know where he'd go to find safe haven, it'd be the Templar who sponsored his work. His name's Octien. Go southeast to the Hollowlands. Templar Octien will be waiting there to discuss how you might find Hughes. You're not the only one on the hunt for Hughes. Octien has followed his trail to the Hollowlands and
Ora parliamo con la nostra Alan
Who would
Shear.
have thought you were so interesting? Death seems to have worked out very
Ah,
well
che
for you.
simpatica.
Agarth's looking for escape. Neuralim's looking for a savior. And Tatarian is looking for a champion. And somehow, you're giving everyone what they want. I'm impressed.
Se vuoi.
Agreed. We are facing more important problems than your ongoing identity crisis. The Tuatha have laid siege to the eastern city of Melsenshire for years, and the time has come to break it. Gadflow awaits over mountainous walls, swampy forests, and roiling straits. Breaking the siege at Melsenshire is the only way to reach him. But we are not alone in our fight. In the plains of Arethel, there is a player who has been away from this game for far too long. It is time to contact General Telera. Meet me in the village of Emer. I will have more information for you there. Be on your
Ok.
way.
Figo. Adesso, anche ci troviamo a Isa, io penso sia doveroso fare le quest di Isa, le missioni che ci sono di Isa. E non tutte, solo quelle più interessanti. Quindi esploriamoci un po' la città. Allora. Ah sì, certo, dobbiamo uscire da qua, se no... Allora. Speravo di trovare un guaritore per la mia maledizione, ma ancora a quanto pare non vedo niente. Sta a registrare questo video, l'1:15 devo smettere. Oh, vedete, là c'è una missione. Andiamo a prendere la missione e vediamo di che si tratta. Magari sono cose interessanti.
Oh, excellent. Another... Oh, a mortal. I don't think I could... Oh, why...
Oh, uno che se lo ricorda, è incredibile.
How extraordinary.
Oh,
You wouldn't be interested in aiding a mere squire, would you? It is well beyond your station to do so.
guarda, ti aiuto in tutto. Ti sei ricordato, l'unico che si ricorda chi sono. Grazie. Che devo fare?
My role is with the Hall of Appointments, to prepare visiting ambassadors and dignitaries to meet with the Court of Summer. Right now there are 4 terrible, regal lords and ladies that wish to see High King Tatarian, but they are a fickle lot and
Ci
require
provo.
extra
Sarà un disastro.
handling.
Qualche
They must
personaggio li
enter the
persuadevo.
forms in a procession, but each has his or her own preferences, and I can't afford to offend
Ah
any
sì,
of
me la
them.
ricordo questa. Certo che vi aiuterò.
Wonderful. That's one less aggravation that demands my concern. Thank you, mortal.
Oh,
The
e che
dignitaries have been seen about the gardens, enjoying its many splendors. I will remain here and await your advice.
Facciamo subito questa missione.
Few dustlings ever make their way to these gardens.
I believe they fear us, as they fear the elements. As they should. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not like to be called Dusty?
Sai com'è? Brutto assai.
Well, I've never met him, of course. Such an honor is not granted to squires. But they say he is quite incredible. As tall as a tree and radiating a great light.
Vabbè.
As though a sun burned within him.
Addirittura. Ma quello è un gufo, devo dire. Oh, guarda che bello il gufetto.
I am steward of the High King's List, and apprentice to the Lady of Receivership. Olana will be so displeased once she finds out I failed her so. I enjoy my role as steward, but my fear of Lady Olana overshadows any pleasure I might find in the tasks assigned to me. She is quite critical. She is well suited to her role as the Lady of Receivership, as she enjoys judging the worth of others. She has assessed me as well, and I have been found lacking. Everywhere. Goronet is in the Hall of Appointments, but the others are all over the city. What a nightmare.
Ok.
Goodbye, Your Grace.
Goodbye. Allora, segui questa missione. E allora, vediamo un po'. Parliamo col primo. Sala delle udienze. Allora, vediamo di ricordarceli, Dovrei prendere appunti, effettivamente. Allora, mi serve un pezzo di carta e una penna. Una matita andrà bene. Allora, dov'è il tipo? Quello là. Ah. Arcimago Faigoret. Allora.
They send the ruler of the House of Ballads to serve me. What form of unnatural mortal game is this? Why are you here?
Ah, quanto rompi le scatole. In quale ordine vorresti entrare? Allora, questo è Arcimago. Allora, Arcimago. Come si chiama? Gornet. Allora, Gornet. Perciò, in quale ordine vorresti entrare?
Me? Well, my seniority dictates that I should be leading this procession, but my lame leg prevents me from taking my rightful place. I should bring up the rear. I will make it to Tatarian's
Ultimo.
throne, even if I have to crawl.
Ok.
Of course.
Vabbè, e lui l'abbiamo fatto. Quindi lui è facile, lui vuole essere l'ultimo.
Welcome to the Hall of Appointments.
E zitto un po'. Ok. Beh, è facile. Adesso vediamo gli altri tre. E poi avremo un cacchio. Ma ci sarà una guaritrice qua? Questa non ci sta. Non c'è. Bene. Sembrava, era un po' strano che non ci fosse, però infatti non c'è.
It is a glorious day.
Sì, sì. Allora. Visconte Setter il Savio. Allora.
I await news from the Hall of Appointments, but surely you aren't their messenger. The ruler of the House of Ballads serves no one.
Allora, in quale ordine vorresti?
Order? I care nothing for order. It is the others who insist on such foolishness and frippery. However, if you are the one who determines such things, may I ask that you place me behind the warlord Wenery? I enjoy watching her backside travel.
Dietro Lady della Guerra Wenery. Dietro Wenery. Allora guardate i suoi fianchi che si muovono. Ah, fantastico.
Always a pleasure. I am at your service.
Sì, al mio servizio addirittura. Sembra un babbuino. Ah. Ok. Poi tutti e due qua. Ah, uno è lontanissimo. Guarda che giro mi tocca fa.
Yes, Your Grace.
I marvel at how such...
Please, no violence.
Già là dentro? Entriamo qua dentro. Tra l'altro dovrebbero essere anche dei mercanti, magari qualcuno ci vende qualcosa di interessante. Allora, una missione, poi andiamo a prendere la missione che siamo qua. Intanto vediamo questo chi è? Ah, Lady Wenery, vedi? Allora,
The House of Ballads must have taught you courtly manners, but not enough to keep you from interrupting.
grazie.
What is it, Your Grace? I am not petty, but I have limits, as do we all. I know I should lead the formation because of my position, but other, more tender individuals will insist otherwise.
Quindi in sostanza?
Whatever you do not make me walk behind the high Fey mage Goronet. How shall I put this? He has an odor.
Cammini dietro, fai Gorret. Allora, se fai Gorret vuole essere l'ultimo e questa non vuole camminarci dietro, non è nessun problema. Però se Viscon vuole essere, se il signor Satteris vuole stare dietro, dopo, allora, questa vuole essere la seconda, quindi terzo, e questa la seconda. Quindi, a esclusione di cosa,
Of course.
l'ultimo vuole essere il
Let's see
primo.
that it doesn't happen again.
Come ti pare? Ah, ok. Intanto vediamo qua il mercante che mi può dare.
Hey there, pretty. This is Aska's Alley, best tavern in Issa. Only tavern in Issa, of course, but you didn't know that,
Oh,
did you?
che simpatica.
If you're new in the city, I can help. I know everything. About the understyle, the embassy, the Scholia Arcana, you name it. I know it all. It's the Fey neighborhood on the other side of the city. There you'll find the Hall of Appointments and the Lyceum Grove. They don't mind if you go exploring in the understyle, but I wouldn't suggest it unless you know your way around. The Fey can be easily offended.
Sì, ho notato.
Oh, that's a sinister spot, isn't it? Even the Fey take a few extra steps to walk clear of there. Don't trust anyone.
Quella non è una
else.
fae, è un'umana. Sono umani. Ottimo.
Olana and her squire Brio, they have the good fortune to meet with all the nobles who visit the High King. A life of lords and ladies. Oh, that's the life for me.
Poi,
Oh, if I had the finery and manners, you wouldn't find me anywhere but the Embassy Hall. I'd even buy a title. But it's a dreadful place these days, what with the war. The Darkofar and Varani are practically at arms over their differences, and everyone speaks in a
Varani.
whisper.
Ok.
I prefer the United Merchants delegation. Those are my people.
Poi,
The Oscars took me in when my pa was killed in the war. That's been nearly 10 years. Now this is my home, pretty. It's where you'll find me every day and every
cosa,
night.
proposte indecenti?
Let me just say that I adore Olana. She's one of the few Fae that I've met face to face, and she couldn't be more pleasant. Such a pretty one. Sure, we've got a place to sleep on the floor over there, but it'll cost you. Fine, it's up to you. When Issa first opened, the Alfar approached the humans about creating a shared shop, so people here could get their sundries. All of this was lost on the Fae, of course. Most of the United Merchants are good people, like Wystron and Gwenna, but that blacksmith's apprentice, Britt Codgan, he's a leech. Is that the one at the far end of the understyle? Yeah, I think that's the place. Never been there, but folks say that's where the Fae make the
Le
waterfalls.
cascate addirittura.
You see, the city gets its magic from the water. They call it the fountain. Or is it the wellspring? I never remember. I'm sure it's just a story anyway. We provide your basic public service. Ale. And if drinking isn't your thing, then you can always stop by the Hexes game
6
and
carte
back.
sul retro. Ah, giochi d'azzardo.
Like I said, it's all magic to me. If the Fae said this city got its power from glowing purple antelopes, I'd probably believe them. I'm just a hostess.
Ah.
So you want to brush up on your bad luck, do you? That game will do it for you, all right. Speak with Carly in the back.
Io vado contro la sorte. Sono fico. Allora, vediamo cosa mi può vendere. Magari cose utili. Zaino! E vai, altri 10 slot. Grande, anche 20 grimaldelli. Ora prendiamo quest'altra missione.
If you're looking to drown your worries at the bottom of a bottle, this is the place for you. I'm Gertern Asker.
Parani, proprietario di un locanda per i Fae.
But if you're looking for the Victor's Brew, we don't sell that in Asker's Alley, and you'll have to take your business elsewhere. There's a brewery near Rathia that makes it. Very small, very secretive. But they've found their niche, that's for certain. Cheap and powerful. It's not a drink for the man who appreciates craftsmanship, tradition. It just helps the soldiers forget all they've been through. I know better than to criticize the Fae. They call us children of dust. We treat them like people, but they're like no people I've ever met. This city has been here for thousands of years. Longer than that, even. It will be here long after we're gone.
Ah,
I wouldn't say I ran from the war. I just don't need to know every little thing that's going on. There are other ways to help. Getting folks drunk is one of
ma
them.
non è che a tutti piace la guerra. Figurati, non ti devi giustificare con me.
Oh, yes, sorry. The United Merchants Delegation. It's a coalition of traders that have been granted permission to sell their wares in Issa. The ambassadors requested that facilities be created where flesh and blood folks could put their feet up. Not that the Fae know what that means. So the All-Main approached my family about starting a tavern. The alley does well, but I'm no businessman. It's the most popular drink in Amalur, at least it is now. My Asker's Ale used to be the preferred beverage, but every day brings more cancelled orders. My brother and I are working on a new drink, but it requires something special. Wait a minute. Maybe you could help. If you do, I could see to it that the merchants in Issa treat you well. So here's what we're thinking. Bring back our grandmother's favorite Asker's Draft, a classic. The recipe calls for bristletongue seeds, and if you're talking rare ingredients, bristletongue tops the list. It's worthless for potions, but tastes fabulous. The problem is that the Fae control the use of bristletongue, as it's a product of the Font's waters. Talk to Jackson, their apothecary. He can probably get it for us. He spends his time in the Lyceum Grove and the Understyle section of town. He's enough. See you soon.
Ok. Ora finiamo di fare il discorso della missione dell'ordine dei 4 qua tizi. Dai, che sono quasi arrivato a 20 minuti, mi sa. I caricamenti di questo gioco non aiutano per niente. Quindi in sostanza la finale vuole essere la prima. Allora. Ah, posso fare il giro, meno male. Allora, facciamo un'altra missione. Quella missione la prendiamo la prossima volta, se no qua viene una cosa lunghissima. Ricordiamoci che c'è, mi devo ricordare che c'è una missione là da prendere. Allora. Allora. un'altra missione, ma non mi interessa prenderla al momento. Poi anche quest'altra missione la prendiamo seconda volta. Devo parlare invece con... Allora, eccoti, eccola, eccovi. Predatrice
I am the great
Hartwell.
huntress Hartwell, and you are not allowed on the trellis. What brings you here, beautiful? How quaint. Well, I am the most respected and most deserved to lead. Besides, I detest that harlot, Warlord Winry.
Ok,
So it is only right I
vabbè,
get
tanto
the
era
house
comunque la
key
prima.
for her. Goodbye.
Ok, torniamo da Serbrio e diciamogli l'ordine degli addendi. E in questo caso il risultato cambia se lo sbagli. Allora, Serbrio, il brio. Un forziere. Posso rubare? Sì. Sorvoliamo, va. Tristezza le cose. Allora, Serbrio, dove sei? Ah, forza, dai, che sono... Vorrei finire qua la cosa. Sono arrivato... Abbiamo già sforato i 20 minuti, mi sa. Allora. Ok.
My liege. So, you're done. A right group of snakes, eh? So, any insight into how I should present
Certo,
these
amico
so as
mio.
not to tug their writhing
Allora.
tails?
Conosco
It's good that
l'ordine.
someone does. Go on. Let's line up these backstabbing serpents.
Allora. Predice Arwen
Yes, yes.
per prima. Poi abbiamo Lady della guerra. Giusto? Quella seconda.
Of course. And then?
Poi abbiamo Visconte del Savio che gli vuole guardare il culo.
All right. Next.
E infine, vabbè, l'arcimago che c'ha il piede che gli fa
Yes,
male.
yes. Excellent. That's a perfect order for these fools. Saves me the trouble of
È un
talking.
piacere, amico mio.
Thank you. Farewell, honorable one.
Grazie. Va bene, allora io finisco qua. La prossima volta magari salvo. Ora vado un attimo a farmi curare sta maledizione e poi mi ricatapulto qua. Vabbè, attivate la campanella, fate quello che vi pare, cresciamo, bla bla bla. Ciao, regà.